Hello. Oh, I don't want this. How do I get this to go away? Okay, hold on here. Is it working? I think so. Okay. All right. Okay, I think we're done. All right. So, I don't know if anyone is here watching this, but I had a meeting with a client yesterday, and I thought that what I was talking about with him, because usually I don't meet with as many men, but what we were talking about seemed really applicable to what all of you might go through, or be going through, or have been through, or have thought that you've worked through and maybe haven't. Okay? So, before we start on pulling cards, I want you to, if you have pen and paper, great. You can use it. If not, I want you to just think about some things. But what do you think of when I tell you, you are awesome? What do you think? How does it land in your body? Being awesome. Now, if you're watching, it looks like I have a couple people watching. If you can let me know if you can hear me, that would be great. Maybe just give me a wave, something like that. I just want to make sure you can hear me. Okay, so back to it. You're awesome. How do you feel when somebody says you're awesome? Do you immediately deflect? Because there's dozens of ways that you are awesome. And so, I was speaking with this person who has all these amazing talents and gifts, and he just isn't sure how to bring them all together and to create the kind of life that he wants. And totally get that. I totally get that. And so, because he is one of my clients, it was he reflects a piece of me, like a piece of me I can see within him. And the reason why this is important and why it's important to be awesome and why it's important to own your awesome is because everybody has dozens of ways that they're awesome, and that makes them special, but it doesn't diminish anybody else. Right. Good, you can hear me. Yes, Kathy, you are awesome. And by owning your awesome, it doesn't diminish anybody else's awesome. That's the thing that for some reason we get tripped up on, is that if we think we're great, if we think we're cool people, if we think we're worthwhile, if we think we're, interesting to be around, fun to be around, then obviously that means that other people aren't. Like somehow there's less than to go around if we have the awesome. So we've started to pretend not to be as awesome as we are and try to fit into different boxes. And as we do that, it starts to diminish our own light. So when we are happy, when we are enjoying ourselves, when we are fully being ourselves, we are illuminated. We are exciting. We are fun to be around. We help other people feel that way. But when we try to dim ourselves down, you're squashing your innate gifts, your innate talents, you're putting aside certain things so that you can make other people feel better. But whether you are trying to make them feel better or not, you're making yourself feel icky. And part of this is, we just said it, you're awesome doesn't need to outshine anyone else. Like, that's not, just because you are awesome doesn't mean that that's going to mean that somebody else isn't awesome, right? However, if you're feeling like a person feels competitive or jealous or I don't know, angry that you're in an awesome place, that's their own stuff. It's not you. It's not that it's not true that you have your own awesome. That's exactly all about them. And when you have possibly been in that place where you're like, gosh, why does this person have everything? Why is everything going so well for this person? Or why does that person always look so cute? Or why does that person always seem so happy? And why does all this stuff seem to happen for them? You know, that's your stuff, right? That's your mindset. If you're going to let somebody else and their perceived happiness ruin your own, that's where you're at. So what I want you to try to think about doing, especially during this quarantine time, is really step into your awesome every single day. If the word awesome doesn't work for you, you can step into your light. You can step into your power. You can step into your connectedness. Okay? But if you don't give yourself the opportunity to step into your awesome, or whatever you want to call it, then first of all, you're not allowing other people to step into their awesome, because they need to see you own up to this. They need to be inspired to have that happen. And okay, why am I talking about this I'm like an energy person, right? Well, this is a form of energy, right? So it's not just about what are you eating, but what are you feeding yourself mentally and emotionally? If you're feeding yourself, God, I'm not worthy, I'm not enough, I've never done enough, why didn't I ever pull the trigger on that one thing? Why didn't I do that other thing? If you're always allowing yourself to feed yourself with that bullshit, because it's total bullshit, doesn't mean it doesn't feel real. It feels so real. But you're feeding yourself, you're nourishing yourself with a bunch of crap. And so what you're going to get is you're going to have a crap outlook, you're going to have a crap, possibly diet. And so you're not doing yourself any favors by not allowing yourself to fully embody all of you. And again, all of you isn't going to be something other people can necessarily handle, but that's their own thing. And that's okay. That's where they're at. You have to be you. This energetically is going to help you shift in so many ways. I was looking back at some of the notes about what people were talking about, like even something as simple as not being able to sleep and being full of all sorts of worries and stuff. If you kind of strip back all of the layers, you're coming to this thing that is, hey, I don't feel settled enough in myself. I don't think that I'm enough, right? So you want to make sure that you are trying your best to really portray who you are authentically, and allow then other people to step into that as well. Because by you being exactly who you are and needing to be who you are, you're allowing other people to do the same, right? That's what we're doing. Instead of if then, it's both. You can have both. You can be the badass, awesome, kind, wonderful person, and you can still be like, but hey, I have this amazing ability to cook meals. I have this amazing ability to do certain kinds of fitness. I have this amazing ability to tell stories. I have this amazing ability to be creative with art. I can create, you get to own all of that. Okay? So don't discount your awesome, because if you do, you're hiding, you're playing small, and it's not in alignment with your soul. And therefore, all these symptoms that you might be having within your body are little signals to say, hey, guess what? Things are off. And things are off probably stemming from in here. Okay? All right. So we can keep talking about that. I could talk about that for a while. If you have questions, you can always pop them down below. But I thought I would just share with you that meeting with my client about how, he has so many gifts, so many talents, and yet he doesn't think that any of them are that worthwhile because they're not enough. But he's completely enough. He's more than enough. And if you were to meet him, you would just think he's the cat's pajamas. But he can't see that. And it's not because he isn't already just innately awesome. It's because he's not allowing himself to fully embody who he is. And that's what so many of us do. And when we do that, we end up feeling sick. It comes out somewhere. As a homeopath, your symptoms come out somewhere. Okay? So if you are denying all the awesomeness of who you are, whatever that may be, then you are suppressing something. And as you suppress something in your body, whether it's physical symptom or whether it's an emotional symptom or mental need or something, then you end up having these symptoms come up. And that's your body trying to say, hey, snap out of it. Listen, things need to change. SOS, and we usually just disregard that. We go to the doctor and we, get it taken care of. We get a pill for our headaches. We don't realize that our headaches might be caused by our own fear of failure or own allowing ourselves to feel like we're not enough or not worthy or no confidence. Okay. So again, questions, let me know. And again, if you want to know more about food, we can talk about food. I can talk about food, but I'm trying to tell you the things that actually matter and will actually make the difference. The food will make the difference. But if you feel like the vibrant, amazing, awesome person that you are, then it doesn't really matter what you eat. It really doesn't. That's such a crazy thing for me to say from decades of feeling like if I just ate the right thing, everything would be fine. If I could just digest certain kinds of food, then I wouldn't have this kind of pain. Anyway, all right. So we have a couple cards to pull. So does anybody want a card pulled? I know I've only got a couple people watching right now, but if you want a card pulled, let me know. And I don't know how long it takes for the little notes to come up, but if they do, I will pull you a card. I'm going to pull a card from Yantra Wisdom. This is from a yogi in the Twin Cities. Well, she's from all over the place, but now she lives in the Twin Cities, and she's just such a beautiful artist. Just look at this, and she makes these beautiful yantras, and then she's just really been steeped. Pull an animal card. Oh, I can pull an animal card for you. I have those ones up too. Okay, so Kathy, since you said pull an animal card, we got them. Do you want to think of your question that you want this to enlighten you on? Let me know. Oh, good. And then other Kathy, I will pull you a card as well. You can let me know which deck you want. We could do the yantra, we can do the animals, and we could do the soulful woman. Okay, so the red deck. So let me know. All right. So Kathy Leggett, just gonna move this thing for a second. Sorry guys. Okay, so I'm gonna pull you an animal card, Kathy Leggett. Are you ready? Okay. Since it's kind of slow here, I'm not seeing, why am I having a hard time finding motivation? Why am I having a hard time finding motivation for activity? Okay. Ooh, not even sure what this says yet, but says Phoenix. Can you see it? Phoenix. Okay, let me read this to you, Kathy. These are this is the long one, because this is the section on let's see, spirit. Okay, Phoenix, freedom from suffering and past karma reincarnation. The phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. The phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through practice and dedication, tapas. The essence of the phoenix is with us when we realize we have been suffering too long and sometimes must change. We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind and its long list of fears and aversions. At that very moment, the spark of the phoenix is lit, and the great bird helps us burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, or what we have done. The stuckness and dead weight fall into the ashes, and a lightness and clarity emerge. As the stagnant sea continues to smolder, the phoenix lifts our spirits up, and we begin to recognize ourselves again. We may catch a glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Look closely. It's a sign the fire of transformation is upon your wings. So then it has a little note. The ancient yogis believe that our heaviest karmas reside in the first chakra. This earthen center is also called the Muladhara, or our root. The ascent of the phoenix begins here, and as the entanglement of karmas is slowly burned, it rises from the ash towards the navel center, and again it makes its journey from first to the third chakra, purifying our essence, freeing us from the past. So, Kathy, if you're having a hard time motivating for activity, is it because you're in the process of trying to burn through something and you're not quite there? Or do you need to burn something before you can move forward? Or is it something else? Okay, I'll try and take a picture of these and post it below. Okay? All right, the Tantra deck. Okay, so Tantra, do you think that, yeah, I know, right? Totally well. You the yantra, Kathy J? Or did you want the yogic path, which I didn't offer up, but it's right here? Blue or purple? Yes. Kathy, I'm still sitting with that. Wow. All right, Kathy J, I'm going to pull, because it's slow, I'm going to pull 2, okay? Why not? So here is the yantra deck with the beautiful paintings from my fellow yogi. And yantra. Okay, great. And Kathy, do you have your question? You don't have to tell me what it is. You don't have to share it. As long as you just feel like you know it. That's good too. But you can share it too. Whatever you want to do. All right. Here we go. We're picking you your card. I don't know. It'll be hard to see. It's Krishna. Okay. Let me open up my book. All right. Krishna, the enchanting trickster. I tap into my playful self. All right. The trickster does as he pleases. He lives in the playful delight of curiosity and laughter, as well as in discipline. Krishna, as a child, is a cowherd prankster who loves buttermilk, a cowherd prankster, who loves buttermilk and plays his flute melodiously. As an adult, he is a prince, a nation's ruler, and Arjuna's charioteer for the greatest battle ever waged. Krishna lives on the earth as a mortal, yet his powers are extraordinary. He swallows fire, uses a mountain as an umbrella to protect his village, and dances on the head of Kaliya, king of serpents, all while keeping a smile on his face. He is the ruler of the mind who holds the reins of the senses. Krishna renews our need for playfulness. He allows us to fluidly loosen our grip into reality while masterfully steering our chariot towards divinity. Krishna invites you to be curious. Where can I loosen up and embody lightheartedness? How can I be more playful? I like that. What do you think? Okay, so that was the first one. And then the second one, because, I didn't know if you wanted a second one. You're going to get a second one too. All right, Kathy J. So this is the Yogic Path cards. if anyone else wants a card, let me know. I see a couple other people on here. Hi, Amy, and hi, Dominique. Okay, Kathy J. Ooh, Atman. Okay, Atman. Where's my book? All right. All right. In infinite aspects of the soul, blessed soul, you have now begun to see glimpses of the divinity that exist within you, and there's so much more to experience. You are filled with limitless potential and have realized that the only obstacles that exist are within the mind. You have reached a deeper connection to your highest self, the immortal aspect of your existence, the very seed of your soul, Atman. Your meditation has unveiled hidden paths, hidden depths to your true being and allowed you to experience the vastness that exists inside you. You have become aware that you are a microcosm of the greater macrocosm, a reflection of the universe. Now bring this expansiveness into the everyday and watch your life unfold. Those two go together pretty good. I like it. Both of them are allowing you to be really connected to your highest divinity, and yet there's a playfulness about it, which I really think is fun. All right. If anybody else wants me to pull a card, I'll give you a moment to do so. Oh, I did ask you guys to bring your journals, or, if you had one, to grab it. So I want you to write 10 awesome things about yourself. 10 awesome things. So if you just popped on, we were talking about how important it is for you to own your awesome. So write 10 things about how awesome you are. Okay? Because we need you to build that muscle to really connect to how awesome and wonderful you are. I'm still here. If anybody wants me to pull them a card, let me know. I see Kim just joined as well. So hi, Kim. So I got Kathy J and Kathy L wanted a card. Leslie, I don't know if you're still on here. If you want a card. Dominique, do you want a card? Amy, Kim, let me know. Start putting them away a little bit, but yes, please. Okay. Which deck would you like? Do you want the spirit animal deck? Do you want the yantra deck? Do you want the soulful woman? Or I feel like I have one other one. Is it this one that's in my hand? Okay. I am. Okay, Leslie, you would like a card, or you're still on the call, or okay. So Dominique, did you decide which one you want? Spirit animal. Oh, spirit animal. Oh, everybody's it. I love the spirit animals are cool, man. Okay. Soulful woman. Yes. Okay, wonderful. All right, get your question in your mind, Dominique, so you know what you kind of want to be enlightened about or illuminated. Okay, ready? Grace. It says, when I open to the deep source of grace, the flow of my life feels effortless and vibrant. That sounds like you. Grace. When I open to the grace, the flow of my life feels effortless and vibrant, illuminated by the exquisite light of grace. I can see that I am part of something far greater than my physical form. Connected to the magnificent presence of grace, I experience kindness and abundance both within me and around me. Grace grows in me each time I give thanks for all that is good in my life. I notice the wisdom of grace when something that was blocked starts to flow again, or when the answer to a difficult problem arises unexpectedly. I remember to ask for grace. I am open to its blessings. The card affirmation. When I am When I open to the deep source of grace, the flow of my life feels effortless and vibrant. Yay! That's beautiful. All right. Kim, you wanted a spirit animal. Spirit animal. Okay. You got your question, I'm assuming. Or, maybe it isn't even a fully formed question, but it's a feeling that you want something to come together with. Okay. Ooh, interesting. So you have the crow. It's very pretty. And knowing what we know about birds, This is going to be exciting, isn't it? I think so. Let me find the crow. The soulful animals are not in a good order. You can't just get them by name. There we go. Spiritually strong, creative, watchful. The crow has long been a symbol of magic. A crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing the unseen, knowing the unknown. It is said that the crow holds within its mind's eye the three realities, past, present, and future. Crow energy is potent and should only be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. When in balance, psychic, strong and clear. When out of balance, ungrounded, hypersensitive. To bring into balance, daily meditation practice. Okay. Awesome. All right, let me see here. I've got a couple. So, Leslie, you want the spirit animal too. Okay. They're just such beautiful, beautiful pictures. I love them. Okay. All right, I'm going to take something from the middle. Oh, Dominique, I'm glad that it settled somewhere. So that's exciting. Good. And yes, Kim, you too. I thought that was perfect as well. Okay, so Leslie, we are drawing your spirit animal or animal spirit card. Are you ready? Scorpion. Let's figure it out, shall we? Scorpion. There we go. Okay. Passionate, competitive, tends towards isolation. The scorpion is a passionate and determined creature. Their career is very important to them, as are a few select friends. Sometimes the scorpion's heat festers and they focus on an unresolved event from the past, usually a situation where they were left feeling burned. The scorpion card says it's time to come clean about your feelings so everyone can heal and you can get back to your usual fiery but fun self. When imbalanced, wild and free, fierce. When out of balance, jealous, resentful, unresolved. To bring into balance, honesty and forgiveness. Interesting. Okay, did we get everybody? Both. So Leslie, you wanted one spirit animal and then you said both. What's the other one? The yantras, the soulful woman, or the Tantric cards. If you want another one. You don't have to have another one. Might be hard for me to keep everybody's cards straight, guys. If you want me to post the photo below, you might want to tell me which one you got so that I can remember whose it was for. I am here and wanted a card. I'm good. Okay. All right. Okay. If anybody wants a card or has a question about awesomeness, or wants another journal prompt for checking into your awesomeness, let me know. You can either answer that now if you want to type the question in, or you can put it in below and I'll look at it a little bit later here. I have a client meeting in a minute. But let me know because I would love to help you. Okay. Well, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. For those of you that are here in Minnesota, you know it's been snowing off and on. So hopefully that will come to an end and then maybe it'll heat up a little bit more and it won't feel like it's January when it's in April. What's the journal prompt? Oh, okay. So what I want you to do is today, I want you to write 10 things about yourself that are awesome. So it's pretty simple in that you're just listing off things about yourself that are really awesome. And then to take it a step further, I want you to really feel into it because you might, some people are really good at saying, oh yeah, lucky you, Dominique. It's much colder here. So some of us are much, it's easier. So like, for example, yesterday when I was speaking with my client was saying, oh, this therapist thought this other person thought this other person thought that. And I was like, well, what do you think? And so owning into your superpowers is really important. And you need to own it. So sometimes it'll be something like, oh, so-and-so told me I was X or I was Y, right? But I want you to take it kind of to a level of really feeling into it where you're like, you can own how amazing you are. Yeah. Okay, good. So really feeling into this awesomeness that you have. And everybody needs to do more of it because then we allow other people to do it and other people to feel good about themselves just as they are. Nobody has to be different to be worthwhile and to be of value. Nobody. And the more that we can see that clearly and just know that we're awesome as we are, the better it is for everybody. All right. Well, if anybody has any questions, put them below. If there's anything that you want me to be talking about that I haven't yet, like I haven't dived in, I didn't dive yet into like all the different sleep things, let me know. Okay. Thank you. You guys are awesome too. All right. Have a great day.